Hello, and welcome back to Trying Not to Die Stupidly in the Long Dark on Interloper. I think this is episode 16. Um, Today we're going to go to the gold mine. That's it really. The gold mine, there, come back again, and then I've got to decide what to do next. But going to the gold mine's pretty simple if you know the way. It sounds freezing cold out there. I'm only on about, I reckon, 60% health, so I'm going to make myself a quick cup of something to keep me warm, and then just get on with it. Right, that'll do. Take a torch. Not that I can use it now. I will use it later. Okay. Even with the little buff from the drink, it's minus 16 out here. So we're not going to hang around. Full disclosure, I've already started this once and I got part way around and realised I hadn't started recording, so I quit and started again. At least this time it was my fault. It wasn't recording and it wasn't the OBS or whatever the software's called. Now, love the music. Going to the gold mine is pretty simple. You can't really get lost. You can fall off things if you're not careful, or you can stand around confused because you can't see the way because you've walked past it. But it's a very linear journey. You just, you can only go on the one path. There's no wolves, there's no bears, there's no cougars. There's some rabbits. So you do have to go with food, which is why I picked up oh my goodness, my brain. Which is why you have to pick up, which is why I picked up another moose steak, and I'm going on pretty much a full belly, because there's not a lot. It's a pretty barren in terms of food, apart from a couple of rabbits, I think. But yeah, it's a very linear journey. You do need a rope. Now, it occurred to me I could have brought the rope that I've got in the box back at the house. But normally there's one on the bridge. And if there's not one there's sometimes one further round. And even if you don't find one, you can borrow one from a climb that's near where you have to drop down into the gold mine. But you have to have a rope. I'm not sure about on other settings whether it's there. I don't think it's there on Stalker. I can't remember. It's been a while. But there we go. There's a rope. You need one of those. Don't worry about being overweight, because as soon as you get there you have to get rid of it, and that's 5 kilograms off your weight total. See, a couple of rabbits. We'll come for them later. They're still here. I'm going to pick these up on the way back.
My fingers feel numb.
Unless you start goating down things. There's only one way there again. Now, first of the bridges. If you watch carefully, it doesn't actually move that much. Don't really need to move the mouse. It plays tricks on you. It does move, but not as much as it looks like. And sometimes there are things either side. I'm going to run most of the way because it's so cold and because my health is quite low. But I know there's a cave up there that I can recover in before I climb down the rope. So again, you don't need to worry too much about energy, because there's a cave right next to the gold mine. No, that's not true. There's a cave right next to the climb down the gold mine. We'll pick them up on the way as well, on the way back. Quite a cool view sometimes. Not today. We'll have these. I'm going to need to make some more warming teas soon. Like I said, there's no alternative choices for path. You just got to go this one way. About. I always think that's something. I don't know how many times I've been up here and I always look and think, oh, what's that? And it's obviously nothing. Over here. Yeah, we'll have that. Oh, this is the place. Now, I fell down there once. You can't get back up if you fall down there. And I had to goat all the way down this mountain. I don't know how I did it, how I didn't die. But it brings you out right down there. That's where the wolves tried to eat me yesterday. That's where you come up underneath the waterfall, and right over there, in the distance, that's the cave that you come up. So, I goated all the way down that. No idea how I didn't die. That's one of my precarious, I don't know what the word is. It's one of my kind of memories from Ash Canyon that always makes me smile. The fact that I nearly died. I had to go all the way down that. Ridiculous. Sometimes there's a little... I'm sure there's a little storage thing here somewhere, like a cache. I can never see it. I also think... Is there a... I think sometimes this is a lookout where you can... use the charcoal and get the map expanded. Minus 12. Now, if you're on lower settings, right here, where the rope is, which I don't need, sometimes you can find a bear coat, a ready-made bear coat in that spot. And sometimes there's a dead body there, and one of the specialty rifles that comes with the DLC. There's one in Ash Canyon. It's very nice. Got a little gold bit on it. Oh, what we got? Nice. Not sure where that is. Can't remember. Right, we're nearly there. Here we go. Nice. A bunch of wood. And another rope.
Handy.
Wow. That's like... I've got one back at the hut. In fact, one over there, one here, one I'm carrying. That's a lot of ropes. Right. There's normally some wood and coal in here. Right. Slightly overweight, but that doesn't matter for two reasons. One, I'm about to use 5 kilograms worth of weight. Two, I'm about to pick up the technical backpack, which is down in the mine, which gives me another 5 kilograms. Which, with the with the moose skin that I've got curing, once I've got that, I can make the little satchel that you can make, give me another 5 kilograms. I've got my max weight carry, which is pretty good going. I'm quite happy about that. We're a few days off it yet, but I'm quite happy about that. Right, let's recover a bit of health. I realised I stopped the sentence in the middle of going to sleep, so let's recover a bit of health. That's going to free me up 5. I'm going to have loads and loads of carry space, but I don't think I need to carry 4 of these. So, more than enough. Right, let's go. Right, sometimes up here there is the odd birch tree. Sometimes is there a maple up here sometimes? I'm not sure. Sometimes there's a dead moose carcass thing down here, which not moose, deer. I do know the difference, I promise. I'll go there in a minute. Sometimes there's another one around here. We'll have this one now because I'll forget. Now, if you happen to be unfortunate enough to not find any rope, or forget, or just not pick them up, you can go down there. And if you go down there, you'll find a rope that you can disattach from a climbing point. And then you can carry it up here and attach it to the climbing point that's here. Which I have done on a couple of occasions. Excuse me. Also, there is a tendency to want to attach it to this, because that's the mine down there. And obviously that's just nothing. It's this you've got to attach it to. Yeah. And now I've got more than 5 kilograms of the carry space, plus another 5 that's coming. This is a long climb, but I think it's done deliberately because when they first did this, you couldn't make improvised crampons. The only place in the whole map was this one set of crampons that you can get in the mine here, and I think they put it in a long climb just to show that the crampons worked and what they did, but it certainly feels like a very long climb. Now, I don't think there are ever any wolves around here. Sometimes ptarmigan, sometimes rabbits. Yeah, there's some ptarmigan there. One. Again, aim at the bottom of the ptarmigan. Yep. away. Come here. Good. That was a good one. She asked at the bottom of the ptarmigan. Nope, that missed. Sometimes if you're too far away. Ah! Not bad. It's not worth every time. Oh, there's some burdock over there. We'll have that. This body, sometimes the rifle that I mentioned earlier, sometimes the rifle that I mentioned earlier is not, I can't walk over that. Sometimes the rifle I mentioned earlier is with this guy and not on that ledge. I think there's 3 or 4 places it can spawn. That's 2 of them. I think there's 4 actually. Good for vitamin C, burdock. You can make a medicine out of it, but I don't think I ever really do that. I just use it for vitamin C. Weirdly, I'm higher up, but it's warmer. I don't think that quite makes sense. Right, don't need their bow in here. Here we go. Okay. Welcome to the gold mine. And here there's a lot of coal. And there is useful stuff. Not just, you see, not just, wow, 2.42 litres, awesome. Not just the actual, the main reason for coming here, the rucksack and the crampons. But there's usually other, oh yeah. Now, what will happen now is,
carry much more.
I'm going to take off my shoes and socks because I don't want wet clothing. Because if you go back out with wet feet when you're finished, you end up getting frostbite on your feet because you forget. But the other thing that happens is you forget you've taken your shoes and socks off because of the water, and then you end up getting frostbite because you haven't got your shoes and socks on. So basically take your shoes and socks off and remember to put them back on again when you leave. Quite similarly, the cave's not that complicated. Another one of them, thank you. It's not that complicated, it's quite... There's only like a couple of bits of it really, and it's really hard to get lost because there's only one path through. You'll know you've got socks on or shoes on because when you put the water on, she goes, oh, that's cold. Whereas if you don't have your shoes and socks on, just walks through it without saying anything. Because like I said, in the long dark, you don't get wet, only your clothing does. Right. Oh, creepy music. Yeah. It is creepy, but there's nothing to be scared of in here. Like, that's not going to follow you, and it's just great atmospheric music. We'll go there in a minute. There's a thing over here, isn't there? Yeah. Nice. Right, and this is what you came here for. You came here for the crampons. They're not improvised, they're the real thing. Why are they 99%? And this is what you want. You pick it up, and suddenly you now have 10 extra kilograms. And I'm still overweight, but that's not a problem because we'll eat and drink and we'll pick stuff to leave behind. Right, awesome. And that's basically what you want. Yeah, I'm not going to want all this. Easy to leave that behind. Right. We'll sleep the night here, and then we'll go back tomorrow. Fantastic. It's just great. Right. Don't need that. Oh, yeah. Got that. I appreciate it's dark. I apologise. You can't see what's going on. I'll make sure that bit's speeded up. Yeah. How to make watchable content. Give the people a black screen and some gross noises. I'm not too fussed about... I'm not going to get the feathers. I've got enough of them. But I am going to make... I'm going to spend some time. I'll do that. Using some of that fuel that I brought. Some water because we're going to need some, because I'm going to make some broth. Now I find it a bit weird because I've not got enough water. I better make some water then. I'm right. When you cook this you get about 500 calories, but if you make broth you can get 800 calories, and all you do is add salt and water. So I'm not quite sure how salt and water adds 300 calories, but that's just how it works. So it's a great way of getting more calories than you probably should. You need a kilogram of ptarmigan, and I've got 2, so that's nice.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
So I always try to make the broth with the ptarmigan because, like I said, you just get more calories for it, even though it doesn't make any sense. eat that because it's got more calories and it weighs more. The only downside is you do have to you need like 1.5 litres of water, so you do have to keep making water, or you haven't got any to actually drink, which is slightly problematic. Okay. Well, that's cooking. Make any more because you don't need it. You don't tend to come back to the mine. Once you've been, there's not much reason to come back. So once you, doesn't matter what you leave here, the stuff you don't need, you ain't coming back for it. So have I mucked that up? I have. Well, that was stupid. How did I muck that up?
Perfect.
It's annoying. I suppose actually I could take some ptarmigans to get some insulation made. Got a bit more cloth back at the... We'll see in the morning. Yeah, we're good. That's really good actually. That is a very successful trip. I'm not sure I'm going to need that. Where are we up to? So I honestly don't need that book. I'm going to get level 5 without just wasting 10 hours reading that. We'll leave that behind. We'll take them. They're useful. Don't need that. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, secretly, these are great. 275 calories each. Awesome. And a moderate amount of vitamin C. Love them. Right. Time to sleep. So it's pitch black in the morning. Now, you can go up there. I'll show you. You can't go up here. This takes you to another entrance / exit, but it's by far, I think, a lot harder and probably not. I don't think it's not as useful because you don't have the houses nearby. I think it's quite close to relatively close to that hut, but I don't think it works as well. I'm going to go up here just to see if there's anything up here actually. Don't think there is. Do need to have a drink. Not a bit of coal. To be fair, I haven't been up this way for ages, so I've got to remind myself. Yeah, see, once you go down here, you can't get back up again, so I'm not. But there's a rope. There's an area. There's more climbing. The problem with this route is there's more climbing, and you can't get up here. You even climbing up there, you then have to go along there, climb up a rope, and you still end up at the same place. As I came down here, so I never use this route. Never used this route. I have done once or twice, maybe only once, but no, I don't use this. But you can go out this, you can go down there, go to another bit of the region, but not for me. I might speed up going down here because you don't want to see it all over again. Okay, right, I'm leaving this stuff here. I've got, I think, 10 coal, 11 coal, something ridiculous. I do have space for a few more, so I might actually... Oh no, I need to leave space because I've got a whole bunch of saplings I need to cut on my way back. Oh, I got shoes on again. No. Oh, so she does make that noise sometimes. Yeah. That's a I've got cold feet noise, but I think it's a different one if you've got clothes on. Let me rephrase that. If you've got shoes and socks on. I forgot the odd noises. Didn't make any going that way. Made all the odd noises coming out. Right. Shoes and socks back on. Let's go.
Can you eat trees?
That mate might. That might be the screenshot. Not sure. See, the ptarmigans have gone. Ptarmigans have gone. We've now got rabbits. And I think actually I might grab them. Oh no, I cut them, didn't I? I got that. Got them. It's the ones on the way back down that I haven't got. Okay. Okay. I tend to either wait for them to stand still or stand face on. At the feet. Ah, stand still. Aim at the feet. Come on, guys. Oh, do you know what? Forget it. One. Wait. Two.
I can't feel my feet.
Another burdock over there. We'll have it. Like I said, take everything you can from this bit because you do not come back.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
I've never noticed rocks falling off the top like that before. 25% chance of the stick will do it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. All I can think about is food.
Okay, doing all right. I might end up sleeping here. Not sure. What time of day is it? Pushing on. Might just be safest too. We're not short of food in any way. Maybe I'll cook that. Cook some of the food. We'll take... Yeah, we'll be alright. I think we're going to end up staying here. Now, if they aren't frozen, it takes the same amount of time with your hands as it does with a knife to get the skin off a rabbit. The fact that I am carrying guts back down won't matter unless... It will only matter if wolves have spawned round those houses where I was staying, where I left the bear skin and the moose skin. And if they're still there, I'll pick up the 2 rabbits that were running around the little clearing with the maple and birch saplings quite early on, just over the bridge. So normally, has anyone who's read comments that I leave on SF Plays, which is the guy who I tag in all these videos, because he's a very entertaining long dark player, he does a whole bunch of other stuff, so do check him out. You shouldn't carry raw, uncured hides around, but I'm going to, because I know that it's safe enough to. The only place it's going to be an issue, I know. So it kind of, you have to let me off this one, because I know that it's not going to be an issue. Right, back to this. Can't believe we picked up that much ampoule. It's awesome. Let's, do you know what? Let's cook a potato. How much water have we got? I'll have another litre. Actually, a night here and we'll have recovered our health back to full, which is awesome. So yeah, this is all... There was a point not long before I left when I was thinking actually this wasn't going so well. But now we've got a bear skin curing, we've got a moose skin curing, we've got bits that I wanted from the Ash Canyon. It's actually now going really well, so I'm quite looking forward to the next stage. The next thing to do is get level 5 cooking and level 5 archery. Because level 5 cooking, you can eat anything, you don't get food poisoning, unless you eat raw meat, unless you're really stupid and eat raw, uncooked meat, fish, whatever, you get food poisoning, but nothing gives you food poison, and you can eat bears and wolves without any risk of parasites, so that's a game changer. Because you kill a lot of wolves, so you're never short of gear for meat. And then, level 5 archery, you can squat down and shoot without having to stand up, and that is just fabulous. You can get right up close to wolves, right up close to deer, and it just makes life easy. So those are the 2 that you aim for. Level 3 fire is quite useful because you don't need tinder, but level 5 archery and cooking, they're the ones you want to gun for. And I think I'm going to cook that, and then if I get food poisoning, I'll just take them. I'll add another one of these. We're not short of stuff. And let's place, where's the old nasty tin of soup? 7%, that's the one. Best time to eat food you think might make you sick. It's just before you go to sleep. Or just before you need to go to sleep. Because then you just go to sleep for 10 hours and you recover. Weirdly, you still get the calories. There we go. No. Result. We don't need 2 of these. What can I do for the next little while? Anything need fixing? Oh, we're all doing pretty well. Probably fix that. Yeah, everything's pretty good. You know what? I could drop these and they could start curing already. Watch me forget to pick them up in the morning. That's going to be the thing I do now, isn't it? Okay. One of the great things now is that next time I come to a forge, I'm going to make another one of these, but I'm also going to make the hacksaw. And it's a lot heavier, but now I'll have by then probably 45 kilograms worth of carry. And when you don't have to carry a rifle and ammo, and a pistol and ammo, there's a lot more free space. I suppose it is taken up by the fact that when you start making clothing, the bear skin is heavy, the wolf coat is heavy, the deer skin trousers are heavy. The clothes are a lot heavier that you wear, that you need, but you have the weight to do it. Right, need to make sure I don't get hungry in the middle of the night, so what should we have? I bet this makes me sick. No, it doesn't. I sure I haven't got level 5 already. Right, let's get some sleep. Let's pick up all this gear. I had to drink one of them and then eat one of them in the night because I was hungry. Right, okay. Just look at that. 6.5 kilograms of carry space. Let's get out of here. And like I said, you won't come back this way. So anything you don't get, you're not getting. I don't think, even on my longest run, which is like 360 days or something, never been back here more than once. No ropes to carry, so I don't need to worry about energy. How's the view today?
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay. Cougar's over there. Yeah, I don't think we're going over there. And yes, just to give you some reference point, right there, where the arrow is, that is the house we're going back to. Okay, let's go.
All I can think about is food.
I think I'm going to get a screenshot across one of those bridges at some point. I'm going to take a bunch, see which I get the best ones. See what? That didn't make sense. I'm going to take a bunch and see which one's the best. There's rocks falling down. That's a new thing. I'm sure that's a new thing. Ha! I knew there was some of these that I wanted. Like sometimes making them for the travois is what you can do, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to need the travois in Interloper because you don't actually have that much stuff to carry around. Are the rabbits still here? Or have they gone? I suspect they have despawned. Yes. If they've despawned and there are no rabbits there, does that mean there's going to be other stuff around? Nope. Like wolves and moose. Not moose, deer. Oh my goodness. I do know the difference.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, you have been a lot hungrier than this, but I think we're gonna have one of them. We've eaten a lot of meat. We need some vitamin C. Oh, I had soup. That would have been vitamin C.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
It's alright, we got 1,000,000 kilograms of moose meat. Which I moved from where I killed the moose. Most of it I think I moved from where I killed the moose over to the building where all my stuff is. And I think I did that when I wasn't recording, so if anyone's noticed that earlier and thought, how did that happen? I think I moved it when I did the trip back down to the hut where the fish and the lockbox was, in order to show the way back up here. I think I moved it just before I did that.
Oh, so cold.
It's building up. Still no wolves. Got some space. So there's some more meat up here to move. Or did I manage? I don't think I managed to move it all. No.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can walk 57 kilograms over. Might come out with a hammer later and bash some of the wood up that's out here, so I don't have to use all the coal. And cook me some more moose meat.
I need to find food.
Yeah, we were right up there. All the way up there somewhere. Oh no, I didn't want to drop the guts. That was a mistake. Oops. There's one. There's the other one. There's at least one more gut in there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Or did I not? Did I? What? That's it. Right. So. And we're back. Unload. Definitely need to cook some more water. Unload. Right. Drop these here. We'll drop. We'll have them. So we can drop new ones here. We can put one of them in there. 3 of them in there. No, none of that goes in there. We can put that in there, that in there, one of them in there. Those 2 in there. We can put those 3 in there. Awesome. I can make... How many? I can make some more. I can make 3 more arrows. That's cool. Oh yeah. I'm going to drop most of the coal here. And we'll put over here. We will put our rather heavy broth. On the shelf. Don't put it too close to the fire or it cooks and then burns and then you discover it's all ruined. Okay, right. I think I might call it a day there. So, thank you for watching. Not sure what I'm going to do next. I need to put those... why did I turn that off? I need to put the rabbit skins down. I'm going to call it a day there, because I think I've been recording for... Where's the chair gone? What is going on? There was a chair. I'm sorry. We're going out and in again. Where's the chair? Okay, fine. The chair's gone. I need I need to drop some. Okay, I'm gonna drop some these and get them curing, and then I'm gonna sort this out. I've never seen that before. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I will leave you to it now, and I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got other bits of Ash Canyon to look at, so we'll do that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.